may not be that video, maybe this. That's what we're going to do to that anyway. But then again, I may come to this and find out why these, if I turn it on again and turn this one off for a minute. So, a bit stiff. You can see how dim that is. You can just about see it. So, not too sure what's happening there. I can see the bulb there and the bulb there lit up. Well, that was me yesterday with this 210 receiver after redoing the bulbs in that 331. So yeah, what I'm going to do today is show you how far I've got. I've done a little bit extra. I'm not going to make the video too long, but I'm just going to go over to the PC in a minute and show you what I did on this particular receiver, how to get to the bulbs. But yeah, I replaced them, though I was told a couple of people come up and said that they've got the 210 receiver the same as me, and the bulbs or the display is very dim on this particular receiver. But like I say, since then I've changed the bulbs or lamps or lights, whatever you want to call them, for some LED ones. I'm going to leave a link down below where I've got these LED ones from here in the UK. And hopefully I've brightened it up just a little bit more. Though I've used warm white, but I've been told that cool white is probably the better option. So I'm probably going to order some of them. And I think when I order some of them, maybe I should get hold of a few other different colours as well, and show some receivers in different colours, give you an idea of what you can achieve and what colours to go for, maybe how they actually look on a particular receiver, and maybe why it's a good idea to replace your bulbs with these, or if you've got no bulbs at all, maybe why you should consider replacing them on your receiver, and how to check the voltages and all that kind of stuff. I'm going to do that in a separate video, completely separate video, a longer one than this. But anyway, let's just turn this on. Just want to thought I should turn this on, then I'm going to go over to the PC and show you a step-by-step instructions how I particularly did this. So if we turn it on now, hopefully you can see that that is a bit brighter than yesterday. Now it's hard for me to kind of judge, and maybe due to see, but I would have said that's probably from yesterday about 4 times brighter than yesterday. I would have said quite easily. Not as gleaming and as bright as that 331, but definitely a lot brighter. I can read all the station numbers and everything here. Nice, even with some daylight coming into the room. So hopefully you're picking that up on camera as well, but I'm going to show you some pictures as I go along. So that's it, that's this 210 receiver done. And now I'm going to go over and show you how I did it. Okay, so let's have a look how I did this particular receiver. It's pretty straightforward. Sorry for any noise, that's the PC, and I can't zoom in. My zoom seems to have stopped on my camera, but I'm going to stick some stills up anyway as we go along. So we're going to have to undo these 4 bolts here at the bottom of the receiver. Then we go to the back of it, and it's just these 3 screws here that comes undone. Then after that, we're going to have to take all these knobs off here, take all the knobs off. So we're going to do that. Then underneath them we've got some nuts here, so just get be careful not to scratch the front, but just get a pair of pliers or something and just take them nuts off. That's going to hold the front on, and that is it really. That is the front is going to come completely off. Obviously it still leaves the tuning plate and that at the back there, but other than that the front's completely off, as you can see, and it's a good time to clean the spindles and clean these switches, etc. And I'll give the glass a wipe, and that was it really. It was pretty clean inside anyway, so that was all good because it's pretty much a sealed unit, this, apart from the back. Now we've got this lights up this dial pointer, this tuning pointer. Lucky enough on mine it's working, so that's great, but if yours wasn't working, it's not a great deal, I don't think. I think this is a 6-volt bulb here, a little 6-volt miniature bulb. I didn't actually undo it, but you can see here it's just 2 little clips here, and once you undo them that'll pop up and expose that bulb, so that's going to be pretty straightforward, I would have thought. But lucky enough I didn't have to do that with my receiver. So there's the front. Good time to give it all to clean the glass inside and out. Okay, so to get to these bulbs, these are hidden quite well on this receiver. I mean, there's no need to put this black plate on, I don't think at all. On some receivers it's missing, like, they don't bother using it, i.e. on the 331. But on this particular receiver, it's, for what it is, a little small receiver, they're not cut back anywhere expense-wise. So to get these two brackets off where the bulbs are hiding behind, it's a couple of screws on one end, and that will come off that end. We go down the other end, it's just 2 screws the other end, and that'll come off as well. And once that comes off, you're going to see the old bulbs here, as you can see, and you just ping them out with a small screwdriver or your hand or whatever, a fingernail, just ping them out and replace them with the LED bulbs. And the LED bulbs I've got facing that way each end, so they're going that way facing. But like I say, you can turn them bulbs around and kind of get the desired brightness. It will change the brightness. And one good thing about these LEDs, I noticed that on the 331, and I didn't really mention it, and I've noticed it again on here. It seems to give a complete display. It's completely lit evenly. It's, you know, completely uniform. I do find out with the condensate lights, you're going to get odd patches that are slightly lighter or darker than the others. But what I've noticed about these LEDs, that they give a completely uniform display. Like I say, you can tinker that by just turning that bulb around how it's facing in that socket. So we've got one more bulb is behind this tuning meter. I'll just show you the tuning meter. There's a bulb there, and there's the connections for the bulb there. And it's easy enough to get. You could undo these 2 screws and muck about and try and get that, but it's fairly easy to get to. If I just show you this picture here, it may not look easy, but it is. You can get your fingernail or finger or whatever inside. You'll see it once you undo it, but you can get to this bulb. This is one of the end caps of that bulb, and the other end cap's down the bottom. But you better get your finger. It's hard for me to actually show you a picture of that, but you better get your finger or a little screwdriver and just flip it, and it will come out. And it's pretty much straightforward to put the other bulb in. And there you can see my 2 new bulbs here and the bulb behind the tuning meter. As you can see, this is already lit up anyway, the tuning dial, but it's a completely nice, a nice uniform display. So just one more picture of it there. So that is it all done. Don't forget to clean these switches, the tops of these switches, the plastic bits, and your dials at the same time. It's a good time to do that. Okay, to the next video, I'll say thanks for watching, and I'll see you all soon.